Hey, welcome to the channel. Today we will talk about the element of repeater field on Oxygen 6, this one, and we will cover this element on this tutorial. Remember that this field it's not to do query loops or call your custom post types, for example a list of log. We covered this topic on another video, the last video I think, called how to do a query loop or X repeater on Oxygen Classic. It's this post loop builder, this element. Okay, today we will cover repeater field. It's called repeater field from ACF. Okay, so remember, if you are not subscribed, subscribe please to this channel and give support if you like this video. And remember, you can subscribe to newsletter about WP to receive new tutorials on Oxygen, Bricks, WordPress, and receive any gift that we launch. So okay, let's talk about repeater field. So the first thing that I wanna show you is some setups that I did before starting the video to give this video more faster. So I'm using secure custom field. This is the fork of WordPress.org. They copy ACF Pro, and we have this available to use the functionality about repeater, gallery, etc. that we have on ACF Pro. I don't have the license of ACF Pro, so I will use these things to do that. But the good thing is compatible with Oxygen 6 because it has the same code, I think, and you can switch between both. If you want to start with secure custom field and after change and switch to ACF Pro, you can do without less any data in the path. Okay, I did a custom post type called services, okay, to do that. And if you know how to work ACF, you don't need to see that. And I did fields with repeater, okay, repeater FAQs I will use because it's easy to explain that. So put question and answer field, text, and when you see what you get, text, and I complete this with a custom post type with data from ChatGPT. I ask him that write something. I will use the title field, the content field of Gutenberg, the feature image, and these fields are from secure custom fields. Okay, so I will save that, and I complete that with this dynamic data. So the first thing that I will do is map on the single template the common fields on template. I'm gonna go to Oxygen template, service template. I will edit, and let me see. Okay, and I have this from the other videos. I have the structure done. So I will map this with the dynamic data from here. I will put post title. I will put post content. To do that, post content, I will call that. The CTA anyway works for that. I will change the data from that to feature image and save. Okay, so now I have this created with this data, and we need do the FAQ. So I have these another sections with this title, and we need to start to do the component. Remember, we need to work with component on Oxygen 6 to call this FAQs repeater. Okay, so we have that. I'm gonna go to dashboard. Another thing about template, if you wanna map the single template, you need when you create a new template, you need put the location to map that. So this is a single service. So with that, Oxygen takes the inner content on that. Okay, so we need to go to component. Okay, I will remove this one and I will create a new component called FAQs services. Okay, so I have this one. I gonna check the settings anyway. I'm gonna edit and I gonna do the styles of that. Okay, now here we need to start to do the elements that we will use after on the repeater field. So because we will call a component. So the first thing that I will add is a text with h3 called to have questions. I will add FAQs services, FAQ services question. I will add a little of styles. Okay, with that, the fonts we will use the main font. The size we will use. Let me check if I have one to use. We will use not utility. We will use this one to this example. Let me put some content question. Okay, what's more? I'm gonna save, and now I will add the text element. We'll put paragraph or maybe div to wrap that, and I will put some content answer and services, FAQ services answer. So okay, we have that. And about the style, I will put only the color, and the font will be the same, and font size I will put fonts body. On next tutorial I will talk about element breakdowns, because I now have this element too, but maybe start from scratch this website, because change a lot of things. So about that, okay, we have the question, we have the answer styled, not a lot, but anyway. Okay, we need to map this component, but first thing that we'll notice is that components must have a single root tag. So this means that we need to wrap that with a container. If happen to you that, we will need map this on that. Okay, so we have a main root. Okay, so now I'm gonna map the field of the repeater. So to do that, we need to go to there and look the ACF repeater. So is that FAQ services. So it's the first one, it's questions, and the second one will be answer. Okay, I'm gonna save that, and I'm gonna go back to Oxygen, gonna back to template and services template. So we have that, and now we will call this element here with the element dynamic repeater field, and the repeater block will be FAQs services. Okay, the repeater field that we will call it this one. Okay, so from one way we have the styled here on component. Okay, we can call another things, but we have this one, and also we have this one. So we will choose this repeater field to map this. Okay, so I'm gonna save that, and now we will we will see that this works. Okay, so what we can do here, the first thing that we can do is do a little of styles of that. We can change to grid, for example, and put 2 elements per row, but no makes sense for this style. We can change the space between items to put a little more or a little less, and we can change, for example, the background, about the item. Okay, this will completely editable. Okay, I'm gonna put that. Okay, FFFF, and I'm gonna put, for example, a little of border, for example, a little less, and like we style the repeater, the query loop. It's close to the query loop. So and we have a different style to apply here. You can play with that. The thing that I noticed about this element that it's not good per now, it's that we can put variables directly with the button. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope that this tutorial works for you. My name is Mariano Rojo from OWP. If this tutorial works for you, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what kind of tutorial do you wanna discover on next videos. Okay, see you soon. Bye bye.